Hello everybody, Low Tier for Life here, bringing you guys a brand new video. I know it's been a while, I seriously actually do want to get back in the swing of things, but anyways, this new archetype is so cool, I just had to talk about it, so let's get into it. So first and foremost, this new archetype, the Snake Eyes archetype, seems to be a part of our new lore with Diabellestarr, and even also, more importantly, they actually kind of teased it with the set prior. So, the Snake Eyes come out in, I forget what this is called, something Overlord. Anyways, oh yeah, no, not Absolute Overlord, whatever, anyways, it's the set after, Duelist Nexus. And Duelist Nexus actually came out with this card here called the Corrupted Gem of Rebellion Snake Eye. Now, apparently they're going to change that to Tainted Treasure of Rebellion Snake Eye or something like that to match with the correct translation. Sorry, looking at other stuff here. For the rest of it. But, anyways, this card was revealed like a while back, and it sounded really cool. This card right here, it's a normal spell card. You can activate one card of it once per turn. Target a face-up monster in the field, place it in its owner's spell trap card zone as a continuous spell. This is really cool, and it's a really unique form of removal, because the only other freaking cards that do this is the big boss of the Valence, who forces you can turn your opponent's stuff into a spell. It's really cool. I like it. I want to see more of it. And sure enough, we got more of it in the next set, where they took this and made it a full freaking archetype. You can see the Snake Eye like artifact in each one of these guys' pictures and everything. And they are tied in with the Diabellestarr. Now, Diabellestarr seems to be our new lore character. And like basically she's the next Visas, which is interesting because the Visa storyline didn't seem over, but I guess we'll have to wait and see how like what they're gonna squeeze in, because there's also, of course, we gotta wait for season 2 of the Albaz story, which also seems to be a thing that they're building up to, at least in terms of the hints. And I mean, like, good lord, come on. The Albaz story was so popular. You cannot tell me that Konami's not going to continue it and continue milking that. I'm just waiting for an Ecclesia figure. Come on, Konami, do it. Anyways, so we're going to go ahead and start off talking about the Snake Eye. I almost called them the Evil Eye. We got Blue Eyes, Galaxy Eyes, Red Eyes, Evil Eye. Now we got Snake Eye. So many eyes. And then we're going to talk about the Diabellestarr and the Tainted Treasures, who is, of course, the Visas of this. At least that's what it looks like. We'll have to wait and see for the set after Overlord to see if they're going to continue on with like Diabellestarr being like an archetype, meeting other archetypes and stuff. So, but it looks like that's going to be the case. So, anyways, let's take a look at Snake Eye. First and foremost, these things are pyro, okay? Like, that is really cool. Well, except for the big boss, he's a dragon. But we finally got another pyro archetype, and it seems to be actually pretty good. So, this first guy here is Snake Eye XL. And all these seem to be Snake Eye plus, like, a animal. Well, not animal, but, like, mythical beast, mythical monster combined with a tree. And so, like, for instance, you got Orc, which is oak plus orc, and birch, white with plus white tree birch. Yeah, they aren't sure what the heck XL is supposed to be here. Anyways, so this guy's like really cool looking too. So anyways, 800 attack, 1000 defense, level 1 pyro effect monster. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. If this card is normal or special summoned, you can add a level 1 fire monster from your deck to your hand. Right off the bat, like, with that right there, this makes me want to try it out in, like, other decks, like Volcanics. And, yes, I know Volcanics got new support. I need to cover it. Same thing with the new, like, Sark and stuff. I am going to be playing catch-up now that I finally have free time. Anyways. Then it's got the second effect. You can send this card and one other face-up card you control to the graveyard. Special summon a Snake Eye monster from your hand or deck except XL. So, right off the bat, the fact that this thing can not only add any level 1 fire monster from your deck to your hand, and also then just tutor out for any other Snake Eye in your deck Now, you can go for the other little guys, or you can go for the big boss, who you're probably going to go for, because the big boss actually does not have a way to special summon himself, which is a bit annoying. I'm going to be 100% honest. The fact that this guy does not have a way to special summon himself sucks. You have to rely on the little guys. Anyway, so Excel's pretty cool. Then we got good old Orc, Snake Eye Orc. You can only use each effect once per turn, same as the others. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target one of your level 1 fire monsters as banished or in your graveyard and either add it to your hand or special summon it. And then it's got the same special summon effect as Excel. So they kind of like each like tutor out the others and stuff, which is really cool. So you could go like Excel effect, send himself and another dude, summon Orc from deck, Orc effect, target Excel, special summon Excel, and then use Orc's effect to send those two to special summon out a big guy or another guy. I don't know. Anyways, moving on, we got Snake Right Birch. This is the only one that has like a unique effect. Well, I wouldn't say it's got a unique effect, but it's got like it's unique compared to the others. The first and second, the first effect can only be used. Wait, this is so confusing. You can only special summon. Okay, so you can only use you can only special summon it with its first effect once a turn, and you can only use the second effect once per turn. So hard once per turns for both. If you control a fire monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, which is really good. You kind of need it to be able to, you know, just get out guys. So, like, the best play would be, like, to go Excel, activate, search Birch, Birch effect special, send Excel, summon out the big guy. So, anyways, during your opponent's turn, quick effect, you can send this card and one other face-up card you control to the graveyard. Special summon a Snake Eye monster from your hand or deck, except Birch. It goes without saying, I mean, this one triggers during your opponent's turn, which can be good in certain circumstances, like, for instance, using the effect to bring out the big guy during your opponent's turn, or dodging things like, I don't know, like a targeted removal or something. But anyways, all three of the little guys are pretty good. I wish there was more, because there's just not enough right now. I really wish there was, like, one more main deck, like, little guy who could also special summon himself, because right now you're really relying on Excel and then Orc to like continue on with your plays after the first turn. Like if you don't open Excel, you're kind of screwed. So anyways, moving on. Let's look at the big guy, Snake Eyes Flamberge Dragon. Level 8 Fire Dragon effect monster, 3k attack, 2500 defense. Right off the bat, I love it that this is a dragon with like the rival stats, because if we go over to Diabellestarr, she's a level 7 dark spellcaster with main character stats. Which, I don't know, I just thought that was kind of cool because, yeah. We got main character stats and rival stats. I don't know if that's going to continue on with the others, but we'll have to wait and see. So you can only use each effect of this card's name once per turn. So it's a hard once per turn on everything. First effect, you can target a monster in your graveyard, in the graveyard or face up on the field. Place it face up in its owner's spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell. This is really cool because you can target your own stuff and then do plays with that, or you can target your opponent's monsters and put them in the back row. Hey, you got a monster who can't die? Okay, who can't be destroyed by battle or card effects? Okay, put it in the back row. Then I'll destroy it with an MST. Anyways, during your opponent's turn, you can target one monster card on the field, treat it as a continuous spell. Special summon it to your field, which is honestly better, because, like, oh, you got a Borreload, yeah, you got a nice old Borreload, what's it called? Sword Dragon? Borrelord, yeah, Sword. Yeah, Borrel Sword Dragon, that's why I'm getting it all confused. Borrel Sword Dragon, okay, cool, put it in the back row, take it. It's mine now. It's a very roundabout way to go about, like, stealing your opponent's monsters, but you can also do it during your turn. During their turn to, like, summon other guys from your graveyard. I love how it works for anything, so it's, like, just super duper generic. And then its final effect is, if this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard, you can special summon 2 level 1 fire monsters from your graveyard. So, opening this guy is not the worst thing. You don't really, like, it's not the worst thing in the world. So, like, mainly you're going to want to summoning him, like, off the little guy's effects. But, if you have one in hand, you can use the little guy's effects to send him to graveyard, special summon one from deck, and then you use the one that you sent from hand to graveyard to special summon 2 level 1 fire monsters from your graveyard. I really wish it could also summon from, like, Banish or something, but it only summons from grave. And so that means that unless, like, you, like, did set up, like, I don't know, go Excel, effect search, and then, Send a Birch and Excel to graveyard. Summon Orc effects. Summon out one of the other two from graveyard. Then Orc effects send himself and Flamberge to graveyard. Flamberge effect bring back the Birch, like the Orc and Excel, because assuming you already have Birch on field. So it's a roundabout way, but very, very interesting way to go about it. I love it. Flamberge is the name of a sword. Yeah, because not everybody knows that already? I don't know. Anyways, the field spell, the Shrine of Serpentine Sight, Snake Eye. This is really cool artwork, by the way. Like, wow. And it's clearly the Corrupted Gem of Rebellion or Tainted Treasure of Treason, Snake Eye. But, like, this is a close-up. This is it zoomed out. You can only activate one card to discard's name per turn. When this card resolves, you can place one Snake Eye monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard face up in its owner's spell and trap card zone as a continuous spell. Level 1 fire monsters you control gain 1100 attack. And then third effect, once per turn, if your opponent normal or spell summons a monster, you can target one monster card on the field, treat it as a continuous spell, special summon it to your field. Really cool effects all around. It helps you get your Flamberge back out, like if you have them in your graveyard for some reason, you just put them back in your back row. I love your level 1 fires gain 1100 attack. Reminds me of, I think it's Wetlands for Aquas that does it. It's basically the same thing. Turns White Birch into an 1100 beater. Well, not even a beater, just a poker. Turns Orc into a 2k beater, and turns Excel into a 1900 beater. So, it puts in work with that, which is really cool. And also, of course, unlike Wetlands, this has actually other good effects, where you could put your Snake Eye in your back row, then you can special summon one monster whenever your opponent defected. It lets you summon any monster and summon it to your field. So, oh, your opponent's got, like, an Avermax that's back there for some reason. Cool, I'm gonna take it. This card's great. Okay, moving on, we got the original Tainted Treasure, Snake Eye. It's a normal spell card, and obviously this is where we start seeing the Diabellestarr stuff in here. We're going to talk about Diabellestarr here in a minute, too. Normal spell card, send one other face-up card you control to the graveyard. Special summon a level 1 fire monster from your hand or deck. This is really cool because it lets you get out your dudes from your deck. You can banish this card from your graveyard, and then target one Snake Eye or Diabellestarr monster in your graveyard. Add one level 1 fire monster from your deck to your hand and place the targeted monster on the bottom of the deck. Pretty good all around. It's recursion and also searching. So, really great card all around. You can only activate one of this card's effects per turn, which is annoying. So, I don't know, maybe Fool's Burial Goods might be good in the deck, just in case, if you need it. Because sometimes you might need the grave effect more than you need the first effect, but I digress. It's something that I'm going to have to test around, and people are going to have to test around with. Then we got probably my favorite artwork of the bunch, the Glaring Roller Snake Eyes. Okay, so it's Diabellestarr getting confronted with the big boss Flamberge, and it's just like, oh my god, I want this as a mat. Look at this. This is just so cool. Normal trap card. You can only activate one card to discard's name per turn. If the total levels of all Snake Eye monsters you control equal 2 or more, activate one of these effects. So as long as you got 2 or more Snake Eyes on the field, you're good. Target one monster in your opponent's graveyard or face-up field. Place it in their back row as a continuous spell. Or target a monster that is treated as a continuous spell, special summon it to your field. Honestly, with the whole continuous spell shenanigans, a part of me kind of wants to see if this could mesh with Crystal Beast at all, but I no, that sounds bad. Anyways, this card's really cool. It provides disruption because, oh, you activate it, you plunk one of your opponent's monsters back in the back row, which is really cool. Moving on, let's go and talk about the Diabellestarr stuff, which already Konami has hit it out of the park. Because I have seen so much freaking fan art of Diabellestarr. It's unescapable on Twitter. If you follow Yu-Gi-Oh stuff or Yu-Gi-Oh artists, you have probably run into fan art of Diabellestarr. It is crazy. This got revealed 2 days ago, and within the freaking hour, I swear, I within like the hour of it going up, I went on to like, and this went up like late. Yeah, because Japan, when it's daytime in Japan, it's nighttime over here. So it went up in like around midnight last night, and well, not last night, but the night before. Anyways, within the freaking hour of this coming out and getting announced, freaking artists. Never underestimate the quickness of Japanese fan artists. They are very, very diligent. Anyways, Diabellestarr, the Dark Witch, level 7 Dark Spellcaster, effect monster, 2500 attack, 2k defense. Again, she has main character stats, whereas Flamberge has main rival stats. Don't know if that's going to mean anything. We're going to wait and see. You can only spell summon this card with the first effect once per turn. You can only use the second and third effect of this card's name each once per turn. So hard ones per turn on all 3 effects. First effect, you can spell summon this card from your hand by sending one other card from your hand or field to the graveyard. Cool. If this card is normal or spell summon, you can set one Tainted Treasure spell or trap card directly from your deck. Also cool. If this card is sent from the hand or field to the graveyard during your opponent's turn, you can send one card from your hand or field to the graveyard, and if you do, spell summon this card. She's also named after Diabellestarr, a famous Western outlaw. So, right off the bat, on easy summoning condition. On summon, she gets you one of your Tainted Treasure spell or trap cards, which, let's see here. Not a Tainted Treasure. It is a Tainted Treasure. Not a Tainted Treasure. So, right now, the big thing is that there's 2 normal spell Tainted Treasures. The others are a quick play, and a trap. So, if you want to get something you can activate right away, you're pretty much stuck on the original Tainted Treasure Snake Eye, and the Corrupted Gem of Rebellion Snake Eye, or Tainted Treasure of Treason Snake Eye. So, you have 2 main options if you want to do stuff that you can activate right away. Otherwise, you're going to wait a turn to activate it, because, of course, quick plays and traps can't be activated to turn your set, which is annoying. I don't know why she couldn't just say, hey, add it to your hand, but I digress. Really good card all around. I wish you could trigger her spell summon effect during your turn, but I understand why. Anyway, so first of her quick play spell cards, we gotta talk about this artwork. I know this is a trope in like anime in general, and at least it used to be. I haven't seen it personally in ages, but the last thing I saw it in was Blaze Blue, and God, I love the old trope of the very ugly wanted poster. Anyways, the Tainted Treasure Hunter Fiend, quick play spell card. You can only use You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. First effect, add a Diabellestarr monster from your deck or graveyard to your hand. Really great that it lets you get her from grave too, if you need to. During your main phase, you can banish this card from your graveyard and target one of your Tainted Treasure spell trap cards that is banished or in your graveyard, except a copy of itself. Place it on the bottom of the deck and draw 1 card. Really good card for recursion, really good card for just searching and everything. I do wish that I hope there is eventually a way to recycle it, because the fact that the searcher isn't recyclable, but oh well. It'll also be interesting if we get other versions of Diabellestarr eventually, because right now she's the only one, so we'll have to wait and see on that. Anyways, moving on, we got Tainted Treasure of Doom, Lucilia. This seems to be her scythe, I guess, that she's using, she's fighting the Snake Eye thing up here, and so she's got other Tainted Treasures. It'll be interesting to see if we get those archetypes, but we'll have to wait and see. Quick play spell card. You can only activate 1 card of this card's name per turn. I apologize, by the way, if I like my throat. I have to clear it up because my allergies are really bad. Anyways, target 1 level 7 or higher spellcaster you control. Apply these effects in sequence. That face-up monster is unaffected by other monsters' effects this turn, but send it to the graveyard during the standby phase of the next turn. So, if you do that during your turn, it'll trigger during your opponent, she'll get sent to your graveyard during your opponent's standby phase, which can then trigger her effect to summon herself back. Which is cool. But obviously, if you're going to want to use this to keep her unaffected, you're going to probably use it on your opponent's turn, so then she gets sent to your graveyard on your turn, but oh well. Or you can, you apply both effects. All face-up monsters your opponent currently controls loses attack equal to that monster's attack. Then, if any of those monsters' attack has been reduced to 0 as a result, destroy it. Now, this is really cool because this card can be used offensively and defensively. I believe it's primarily intended to be used offensively, given the art and the design of it, because you go and you activate it, you target Diabellestarr, she becomes unaffected by monster effects until the end of the turn, so you don't have to worry about her getting, like, like, I don't know, freaking Nibiru or something, but, oh well. And then, more importantly, she nukes the freaking board, possibly, because everything with 2,500 or less dies. And anything that doesn't have, anything that has more than 2,500 is going to be reduced heavily, so then she can run over anything. This card is really cool. It's really good. It's gonna... I don't know, like... this is a really cool card. I like it. I like it a lot. The art is cool. The effect is cool. I just wish that it would send it during the opponent's next standby phase, like, guaranteed. So then, okay, you can do it during your opponent's turn and not have to worry about Diabellestarr going to the graveyard during your turn. But, oh well. I guess that's what this is for grabbing it back. Then we got the Tainted Treasure of Betrayal. Turn into a baby for a second. Tainted Treasure of Betrayal, Sylvia. This one is a normal trap card. And, good lord, that artwork. I guess she's, like, summoning, like, some kind of, like, beast. And, yeah, it's, like, biting into the... I just noticed this is Flamberg's head. He's, like, screaming in pain as, like, this giant summoned beast is biting his horn. I don't know why I find it so funny, darn it. Normal trap card, you can only use the first and second effect. Sorry, you can only use one of this card's first or second effect per turn. And you can, okay, so yeah, you only get one effect or the other, you don't get both. Okay, so, send one Diabellestarr monster from your hand or face-up field to the graveyard and target a face-up card on the field, negate its effects. So, right off the bat, you do this during your opponent's turn, you're going to negate something, and it can be anything, not just monsters, which is cool. You can negate any card. So, oh, your opponent goes Regeki, cool, I negate it, and then since I sent my Diabellestarr to the graveyard, she's going to come back and get me another card, which is really cool. And then when your opponent activates their card or effect in response to the activation of your Diabellestarr monster effect or Tainted Treasure spell trap card, you can banish this card from your graveyard and negate that opponent's activation. So, yeah, this card has two really great effects that also, of course, help facilitate Diabellestarr getting more Tainted Treasures and everything, which I think is supposed to be kind of like the lore of it. Oh, you use her effects, you use the Tainted Treasures to get more Tainted Treasures, because she's going to get sent to graveyard, and then she's going to get another Tainted Treasure. Really good card all around, and the fact it does graveyard negation, like negation from there, yeah, it makes sense why you only get one effect and you can't get both. Otherwise, that'd be a little bit too ridiculous. I really love this start to this archetype, to this series. I can't wait to see what Konami is going to do for the future, like, archetypes that Diabellestarr is going to run into. I can't wait to see how they're going to censor her, because, like, I mean, there's really not much to censor other than a little bit of cleavage. But knowing Konami, oh no, that's evil, we gotta get rid of it. I don't know. Hopefully they don't touch her artwork too much, because she looks awesome. This is just total, like, coolness here. And, of course, also, I can't wait to play around with these guys. I want to play this deck so bad on Ygopro. So, that is pretty much everything. I think I'm going to save to talk about the new Brio until the next video when I talk about the new Xenobirds. I'm so excited. I'm happy about these. These are, like, really what got me to go, okay, I need to make a video. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Videos are coming back. I'm planning on also streaming soon. Again, I need to just wait for... I need to wait to figure out what my schedule for next week is going to be. And then once I figure that out, I'm going to start actually trying to plan ahead for streams and stuff, and like announce, okay, I'm going to do a stream here or there or whatever. It's just been a crazy summer. Well, not so much crazy, just a very busy summer. And yeah, I digress. Hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching. Peace out. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do consider rating, commenting, and subscribing. Sharing the video helps as well. If you especially really like it, please do consider being a channel member. Every little bit helps out. And hey, also why not check me out on my other social media pages. Thank you, and have a great day.